One of my older works. I must have painted that when I was in my late teens. Come to think of it, that was an actual place. I visited there to get in touch with my ancestry. It was a strange and powerful experience. One of my older works. I won't mess with this one, but I think I'd like to revisit this particular scene in a painting. Perhaps something that goes further back, to the beginning of the journey. Dragons and dreams. I won't mess with this one. The dead walked in that world. They were exceedingly polite, but it still creeped me out no end. One day, I'll get rid of that accursed thing. It's stained with the blood of dragons, but it's too dangerous to simply discard. The silver spear of Gariman, older than the twin worlds, forged in the fires of the first earth, created for one purpose, the destruction of magic. Some days I use it as a walking staff. I don't much like holding it anymore. It's thick with the blood of dragons, and heavy with broken dreams. The dead walked in that world. They were exceedingly polite, but it still creeped me out no end. I prefer my worlds three-dimensional, thank you very much. I prefer my world, one of my favorite worlds, vast and beautiful. It took me days to walk there, across treacherous song lines, avoiding discordants and bell strikers. One of the Sylphan worlds, beautiful and peaceful, as always. So naturally, I grew bored again. Our bloodless king. He did not enjoy that throne, but he never complained. Not to me, at least. Even my endless teasing couldn't faze him. Oh, Kian, I miss you dearly. Not a day goes by when I don't think of you. He's been gone so long. I have a hard time recalling his voice and smile. I loved him with all my heart. I always will. Our bloodless king, my dearest Kian. I miss our long conversations. I even miss how every single one of my jokes passed over your head. Not bad for a 7-year-old with no idea of what was happening to her and why she was having such vivid dreams. Arcadia, Crow, the Rolling Man, the beginning of a long, long journey. That's her story, experienced with my own eyes. I still can't wrap my head round that one. I'll leave them up. After all, Papa isn't around to tell me to clean up and bring them to my room. Brave Zoe. It couldn't have been easy getting caught up in events and wanting nothing more than a quiet, normal life. I believe her daughter is still alive in the continuity, along with her grandchildren and great-grandchildren. Brave Zoe. From what I've heard, she lived a long and fulfilling life. And I know she passed the dream on, or all this wouldn't be. Hugsy. He's the only creature in this little world of ours older than me. I used to think he spoke to me, and I do believe I was right about that. There's a spirit inside him, old and shy. I think Mama put him there to watch over me when she was traveling. What's that, Hugsy? You miss Papa? I miss him too, old buddy. I'll release you when the time comes, and you can float on the winds until you find another stuffed toy in another little girl's room. What's that, Hugsy? Oh, dear old Hugsy. You're barely holding together. Now that my life's winding down, I feel like I'm just beginning to understand song lines. But at least here they are, charted and documented. Someone may benefit from my experiences. Perhaps I'll take one final walk along a winding path and listen to the songs and stories. Perhaps when the spring between worlds thaws the frost on the turnstiles. There's one passing right through this room now. I think I've heard this song line before. It beckons me. But I have shortbread in the oven, and my guest will be here soon. Now that my life's winding down, I feel like I'm just beginning to understand song lines. But at least here they are, charted and documented. Someone may benefit from my experiences. I would so like to go, but not now, not today. I would so like to go. It's hard sometimes to separate my own memories from what I've read and heard. April's journeys are vivid to me, but also dreamlike. I've spent so many years trying to make sense of our connection. I don't think I ever will. She's a part of me, and she always will be. But how and why? That's a mystery. It's hard sometimes to separate my own. Someday, at the very end, maybe we will meet face to face before the cycle begins anew. This was April's. I'm not sure how that's possible or how it ended up here, but I feel her presence in this. I mean, I always feel her presence. That's inevitable. But there is something about this talisman. The beginning and the end will connect. They always do. This was April's. So much energy. Her chi is in this. His feathers are a lot grayer these days, poor thing. He hates growing old even more than I do. Did I pluck it? He never sheds, or if he does, he hides it well. My lucky feather from my best friend companion. His feathers are a lot grayer these days, poor thing. He hates growing old even more than I do. Did I pluck it? He never sheds. I'll leave it be. I'll leave it be. Thank the worlds I learned to play the guitar, or I might never have discovered the song lines. When I play, I see ghosts of old songs in the air, guiding me to paths and new worlds. Papa was right about taking time to learn the guitar. Thank the worlds I learned to play the guitar, or I might never have discovered the song lines. I'm too busy to call on the song lines tonight, but perhaps another day, when my legs don't hurt. The twin worlds became one, and decades of strife and unrest followed. Many perished, but it had to be so. Magic and science could not be divided forever. I haven't been back in decades. New Earth reminds me too much of friends long gone. But maybe I'll pay one last visit to those who remain. Some call it Starcadia, but not me, for it's a silly name. The twin worlds became one, and decades of the complete history of the War of the Balance and the Reunification of Worlds, volumes 1 to 13. I've yet to make it all the way through, I'm afraid. I helped Galath with the details while he was writing it. I was there to witness it all. At least Galath was able to complete it before he traveled on to the stars. It's an impressive achievement, that history. I really should read it one day. The complete history of that's a tale for another occasion. Worlds like that one are jarring. Everything just slightly off. It's like it was designed to keep me on edge, and I have such a hard time understanding post-physicals. Worlds like that one are jarring. Everything just slightly off. It's like it was designed to keep me on edge, and I have such a hard... She came to me when I was a child. She spoke to me, comforted me. I believe we'll meet again. And maybe then the mysteries will become clear to me. The white dragon, April, me. Life's not a circle. It's a spiral. And there's an end to it, eventually. She came to me when I was a child. The Secret Lives of Stickman. Paths, ways, and song lines. Time is a spiral. Reincarnation for beginners. The House of All Worlds. My one and only book. And it is truly one book only. The Secret Lives of Stickman. Paths, ways, and song lines. I'll sit down and read later with a good cup of tea from a floating teacup. The people of Stark got a sneak peek of what reunification would be like with the collapse. For most, it was not a pleasant experience. The people of Stark got a sneak peek of what reunification would be like with the collapse. For most, it was not a pleasant experience. Still so many worlds unvisited, so many universes left to traverse, but time's running out for me. I've kept track of all my travels over the years. The multiverse is big, but I haven't done too badly. I don't think many have walked as far and as wide as me. People keep telling me I should put together an annotated map of the multiverse, but who has the time at my age? There are more important things. Still so many worlds unvisited. There. Oh, yes, I remember that place. And that strapping Coruscant farm boy. It was, let's see. Oh, almost found myself in jail that time. Accused of whatever passed for witchcraft in that backwoods place. Like poetry could possibly open gateways. You need music for that. Was this where I found that godling and nursed him back to health? I believe he ended up wandering down songlines himself. He promised he'd stop by someday, but gods. Can't trust him. I've kept track of all my travels over the years. The multiverse is big, but I haven't done too. What's this one again? Oh, that place gave me a headache. There was something about the odd angles that messed with my mind. That and the trans-dimensional cephalopods. Wherever I put my finger, there'll be a memory. I could keep doing this for days. There. Oh, yes. I had to visit Letok. I couldn't just let that mystery be. But the paths didn't lead me to them, all to that time, and I found nothing. It was a beautiful place, though, and I left the memorial there for the two of them. I had to visit Letok. I couldn't just let that mystery be. But the paths didn't... Oh, Papa. Trying to keep me here with wards and old magic. I must have been such a handful for him, and a royal pain in the ass. He left his glasses when he packed his rucksack and walked out the front door. Where he was going, he didn't need spectacles. At least I got to say goodbye to him. Oh, Papa. Trying to keep me here with wards and old men. They wouldn't do me much good. Those wards are long gone. They wouldn't do me much good. Those... Why did you never come back to me, Mama? Were you really not able to find your way? Or did something else happen? Did you forget about us? I refused to believe she stayed away on purpose, and I never really believed she was dead. She might have been lost in time, like Papa always said. That would explain why she couldn't make it back. I've read her stories. They're beautiful. I've collected them all. Maybe I should try to get them published somewhere. Why did you never come back to me, Mama? I could never write as well as she did, so I stopped trying. I could never write as well as she did. I like to think Papa found Mama in the end, and that they lived out their lives together somewhere green and beautiful. Papa never gave up hope, no matter how hard I tried to convince him otherwise. If anyone deserved a happy ending, it was him. I wish Mama had come back to me, just to say goodbye. For too many years, I was so angry with her for leaving. I like to think Papa found Mama. I miss you guys. Perhaps I'll see you again someday soon. I miss you guys so much. It's such a beautiful design, and it keeps the house anchored in perfect balance between all worlds and all times. Will this continue to work when our family is all gone? Mama and Papa always said the house is a living thing, so maybe it'll live on without us. I hope the house can stand forever as a bridge between worlds. The multiverse would be poorer without it. It's such a beautiful design, and it keeps the house anchored in perfect balance between all worlds and all times. Rose loved to tinker with her creations. Now, where did those dragonflies of hers go? I haven't thought of Rose for nearly half a century. Where did she end up after reunification? She always spoke about going post-physical and being with her Alvane again. I would love to hear that story one day. Knowing Rose, she got what she wanted. Rose loved to tinker with her creations. Now, I'll make some tea to go with the shortbread later, after my guest has left. I'll make some tea to go with the shortbread later, after my guest has left. It's the comfy chair. I never could get rid of that old thing. I've traveled so many worlds, across so many ages, but I never found a chair quite as comfortable as this one. It's the comfy chair. If I sit down, I don't know if I'll be able to get up again today. Not yet. When I do, I'll stay seated. If I sit down, I don't know if I'll be able to get up again today.
It's freezing out there. You should not have let me go outside. Brr.
You're a big boy. What imbalance were you thinking?
Fresh air. And I was going a bit stir-crazy inside.
You know very well it's not safe. Paths shift with the wind between worlds, and the song lines are fragile things at the best of times. One discord, and you could end up lost forever. Just like...
You worry too much, old woman.
Oh, old woman? Huh? You're no spring chicken yourself, bird.
Oh, bird me. I've survived worse. Anyway, time to dry my cold feathers by a roaring fire while I enjoy a saucer of sweet sherry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to tell you. You can't.
What? I can't what?
Be here.
You're not serious. You're serious.
I'm receiving a visitor, and she mustn't see you. There'll be too many questions. Questions I can't easily answer.
And who, pray tell, is this very important visitor?
I will tell you. Afterwards. Go upstairs and warm yourself by the chimney. It won't be too long.
After all these years, I get no respect. No, don't say anything. It's fine. I'm going upstairs. Just don't expect me to come back down again later. Or ever.
I'm making shortbread.
Call me when it's ready.
Welcome, April Ryan.
Tried to get out of here for years. No longer know what I'm doing. Well, I just disappear. I'm getting scared and my heart starts pounding. I try to scream but there's no sound. I am falling, I'm falling. When will my feet hit the ground? I am falling, I'm falling. But I'm not going down. Am I awake or am I dreaming? Am I even here? No longer know what to believe in. Not seeing clear. I'm getting scared and my heart starts pounding. I try to scream but there's no sound. I am falling, I'm falling. When will my feet hit the ground? I am falling, I'm falling. I'm not going down. And I know I can be a bit of a troll. I don't know where we're going. Don't just say you love me, show me. I got you, but I'm lonely. I don't know, I can't tell. It's like you no longer know me. Perhaps you know me too well. I'm afraid you've outgrown me. I'm at the end of my rope. I just want you to hold me. Don't just say you love me, show 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 me. I don't even know where to start. I'm just a guy with guitar, trying to make sense of it all. Everything just seems so banal, but there's no need to stay up and ponder. Get out there before it's all gone. I know it's not that easy, such a mind fuck. Oh, believe me, I'm trying to hold on. I'm trying not to let go. I'm trying to keep going. Trying. I still don't really know who I am After all of these years of goddamn, we're just spinning around in the dark, orbiting around